Hello class, Asmita teacher here. In the previous presentation, we had seen the central idea of the poem Past, Present and Future written by Emily Bronte. In today's presentation, we will be learning about the poetic devices used in this poem. To begin with, let's discuss the rhyming words in this poem, and along with the rhyming words, let's find out the rhyming scheme. If you observe the poem, you will find that there are 3 stanzas in this poem, or we can also say that there are 3 verses, and each verse is made up of 4 lines. We say that this poem is a quatrain. Quatrain means having 4 lines. So our poem Past, Present and Future is a quatrain. We have got 3 verses and each verse is a quatrain. Let's check the rhyming words. If you observe, I have written some alphabets next to the words which have got a same sound. For example, child and thee. Rhyming words we always check at the end of the sentence or end of the line. So the first line last word is child, the next line last word is thee. The sound of child and thee is not the same. They are different sounds. So for child I have used the alphabet A, for thee I have used the alphabet B. Let's come to the third line then. An autumn evening soft and mild. Mild and child have got a same sound. So I have repeated the alphabet A for it because for child I had used A. Same sound, child, mild. So for mild also I am using the same alphabet A. Similarly, thee and mournfully have got a similar sound, so I am using the alphabet B. Whichever will have the same sound, we will use the same alphabet there. Whichever will have a different sound, we will use a different alphabet. So the first set of rhyming words is child, mild. The second set is thee and mournfully. Same you have to do with the next stanzas too. Our, par or our, power. Spray, away. So our and power, A, spray and away, B. For the third stanza, one, sun, C, infinity. So one, sun, same sound, A. C, infinity, same sound, B. So the rhyming words are child, mild, thee, mournfully, our, power, spray, away, one, sun, C, infinity. Now using these alphabets A, B, A, B, A, B, B that I have written, this is called as the rhyming scheme. So for the first 2 stanzas, the rhyming scheme is A, B, A, B. The rhyming pattern, you can say it in this way also, that the rhyming pattern is A, B, A, B. Whereas for the third stanza, the rhyming pattern is A, B, B. Before we move further to learn the poetic devices, it is very important for you all to understand 2 terms. One is literal language and the other is figurative language. It is very important to understand the difference between the literal language and the figurative language. Let's discuss about these 2 concepts first before we go to the poetic devices. Understanding this concept of literal language versus figurative language will help you understand figures of speech in a better manner. In languages, words have 2 meanings depending on the way they are used. First is the literal meaning and the second is the figurative meaning. Literal means whatever is being said is meant as per the words being used. That is the dictionary meaning of the word. For example, Lata Mangeshkar sings very sweetly. Whereas figurative means drawing a mental picture of whatever is being said. It helps to convey an idea faster and more clearer. Example, Lata Mangeshkar sings like a cuckoo. The second example develops a picture in our mind and our understanding is better. If you observe the examples, you will see that Lata Mangeshkar sings like a cuckoo does not mean that Lata Mangeshkar and cuckoo are the same or their voice is the same. Here you will find a comparison between the sweetness in the voice of Lata Mangeshkar and the sweetness of the sound of a cuckoo. Here you will find a comparison made between the singing skills of Lata Mangeshkar to those of a cuckoo. This is what we call it as a figurative language. Let's consider few more examples. Literal language examples. I move very fast. His mind is very cool. We can't see the sun at night. In these examples, you will find that whatever information is being given is very clear, very straight, and exactly the words mean what is their meaning in the dictionary. Let's consider the examples of figurative language. I move fast like a cheetah. His mind is as cool as a cucumber. The sky misses the sun at night. Now, if you observe these examples, when I say I move very fast, and the same sentence I say as I move fast like a cheetah, I am comparing my speed with the great speed of a cheetah. Does that mean that I am a cheetah? Or really I can run like a cheetah? No, it means that I can run very fast. When I say that his mind is as cool as a cucumber, can somebody's mind be a cucumber? No. Here it means that the cucumber is a cold substance. It gives coolness to your body. Same way, that person's mind is also very cool. He is not at all an aggressive person. His mind is very cool. Similarly, the third example, the sky misses the sun at night. Missing is a feeling of humans. Non-living things do not show such feelings. Then too, the sky is said to be missing the sun. In reality, the sky does not miss the sun. Missing is a human feeling, which means that we can't see the sun at night. So, we can conclude saying that literal language is the exact language used according to the dictionary, whereas figurative language is your way of creatively expressing your thoughts, your ideas, and your feelings so that whoever is reading it, whoever is listening to it, can get a better idea of what exactly you want to say or what exactly you are feeling. So, when exactly are you going to use literal language and when are we going to use figurative language? Let's see. Literal language is used whenever you are using some technical terms like an experiment where you want exact meanings of the word to be understood. Whereas figurative language is used whenever you want to make your work more interesting and dramatic like a story, poem or a play. I hope you all have understood what is the meaning of literal language and figurative language. Now, on the basis of whatever we have discussed now, let's learn one more concept called as figures of speech. This is a style of using figurative language in poetry. In this discussion, we will be explaining about few figures of speech which are used in this poem, A Time to Believe. A figure of speech is a word or phrase using figurative language that has other meaning than its normal definition. In other words, figures of speeches rely on implied or suggested meaning rather than a dictionary definition. The examples of figures of speech are, to name a few, simile, metaphor, and personification. To begin with, let's take the first figure of speech, simile. A simile is an imaginative comparison of two different things which have something in common. A simile always includes the words as or like. For example, he is as tall as a tree. She is as beautiful as a flower. The height of the boy is compared with the height of a tall tree. The beauty of the girl is compared with the beauty of a lovely flower. So here you will find a comparison between two different things, boy and tree, girl and flower. They have something in common. The tree and the boy have the height in common. The girl and the flower have the beauty in common. So two different things are compared which have something in common. The next figure of speech is metaphor. Metaphor is also an imaginative expression like simile, but it refers to someone or something as another person or thing. What does that mean? It shows that the person or thing has same quality of other person or thing. Here you will not use the words as or like. Example, he is a gem of a person. Time is money. Books are our friends. The clouds are white sheep. Here, the goodness of the person, his value is compared to the value of a gem. But he is not said that he is like a gem. It is said that he is a gem. So the quality of being precious is given to the person. Time is said to be money. It is as valuable as money. It is precious. It is important. It should not be wasted. Books are like our friends. So instead of using the word like, we are directly calling the books our friends. The quality of friendship is given to the books because as our friends guide us, help us, support us, be with us, entertain us, same way the books also are like our friends. So books are our friends. The color of the clouds is compared to the color of the white sheep, or maybe the softness of the clouds is compared to the softness of the white sheep. So here we are not saying that the clouds are as white sheep. We are directly saying that the clouds are white sheep. That is metaphor. The third figure of speech that we are considering today is personification. It's a figure of speech where non-living objects are described to seem like having human qualities. What does that mean? It means that a non-living thing will be told to be having a living person's quality, a human quality. Example, the sky weeps. In reality, the sky does not weep. Weeping or crying is a human quality. We humans cry when we are sad. We weep when we are not in a good mood, or we are sad, or we are having some pain, we weep. Here it may mean that the sky weeps is what? That it must be raining. The leaves wave with the wind. What does this mean? In reality, can the leaves wave their hands? Do they have hands to wave? No, it is a human quality. We wave our hands. But here it means that the leaves move along with the wind. So the non-living things or objects which are not human, like the sky or like the leaves, are given a human quality. That figure of speech is personification. After taking the general explanation for simile, metaphor, and personification, let's find some examples from this poem, past, present, and future. This poem, we do not have examples of simile, but we have examples of metaphor and personification. Let's understand them. Metaphor. What the past is like to thee. An autumn evening soft and mild. The past is indirectly compared to autumn evening, which is soft and mild. Example number 2. Tell me what is the present hour, a green and flowery spray. The present is indirectly compared to a green flowery spray. What is the future happy one? A sea beneath a cloudless sun. Future is indirectly compared to a sea. So here you will find an indirect comparison between two things over a similar quality. That is metaphor. Let's find an example of personification. With the wind that sighs mournfully. Mournfully is to be sad. Being sad or sighing is a human quality. Wind cannot be sad. Here it means that the wind is given the human quality of being sad. It is a figure of speech of personification. That's all for today. In today's lecture, we have discussed about the rhyming words and the rhyme scheme. What is the meaning of literal language and figurative language? And we have also learnt about the figures of speech of simile, metaphor, and personification. Thank you.